We already finished up the college football season, but that does not mean football is over. We got one game left. It's time for the biggest one of them all, Super Bowl Sunday. And it's coming up here in a couple days, and I'm here to break down Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, Florida, with the Chiefs and the Buccaneers. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Tom Brady. It's the Super Bowl. What more do you want? Let's get into it. Hey everybody, Christian Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media, coming at you with my ultimate Super Bowl 55 preview video breaking down this year's matchup between the Buccaneers and the Chiefs. Man, can you believe what I just said? The Buccaneers are in the Super Bowl and the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. You remember last year they ended up winning, what was it, like 31-20 over the 49ers, and it was like, what, 10-0 or 20-10 or something, and they just came right back on them. What did Pat Mahomes do, like come back in 3 straight games last year in the playoffs? I don't know, but that's last year. We're looking at this year, and we got a great game in store. Quick summary real quick. What do we have in store for this game? Well, the Chiefs won their division, topped the AFC West and the AFC standings in general with a perfect, not really perfect season. What am I saying? A really good record, 14-2, and you normally would see the highest seeded team, I guess, with a record like that, 13-3, 11-5, somewhere like that. And there are only 2 losses. Home against the Raiders, 40-32. And then the final week of the regular season against the Chargers, 38-21. That says a lot. And they played some pretty decent teams. The Saints, they did play the Buccaneers in the regular season. Won that at Raymond James Stadium. Really, really close game. But, either way, who cares? They're in the Super Bowl again for the second straight year. They won it last year for the first time in, I think, 50 years since they won a Super Bowl? And now Patrick Mahomes, who's like 25 years old, it has made back-to-back Super Bowl appearances. And Tom Brady's entering like his 10th overall Super Bowl, and he's won 6. It's young GOAT versus old GOAT, I'm not ready to say Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT yet, although he's definitely on his way. Holy crap. But, anyway, the Chiefs, they won their division, proved their dominance. The Buccaneers, they're the first team to play a Super Bowl in their own stadium in Tampa Bay. First team to host a Super Bowl. And actually be in it. They would look to continue this type of history by being the first team to not only host it, but hopefully win it. There's a lot at stake on this. Either we're going to see a team in Tampa Bay win a home Super Bowl, which we've never seen happen before, or we're going to see what, at least by my count, we haven't really seen, back-to-back championships. There's a lot at stake. There's a lot on the line. Super Bowl 55 kicks off February 7th, this Sunday, at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You look at the FPI, the Bucs have a 47.9% chance to win this game. The Chiefs with a 52.1% percent chance to win. The over-under is set at 56. The Chiefs favored by 3. And the weather for this game in Tampa Bay should be in like the 70s or 60s. So it's not going to be super cold. It's not going to be super humid or anything. It's going to be pretty nice weather for these teams too. So it'll be interesting. There's a lot of talent on these teams. We know that. Right? I mean, it's Mahomes and it's Brady. You look at the season leaders here. Edwards-Helaire, the rookie out of LSU, part of the championship team last year with the Tigers. The lead rusher on the season for Kansas City. He's looked really, really good. He's got 4 touchdowns, 803 yards rushing within 181 carries. Compare that to Ronald Jones with the Bucs. 192 carries this year, 978 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So you look at that, Jones has more carries, more yards, and a couple more touchdowns. So Bucs, I don't want to say they have an advantage in the run game, although they are pretty stacked at the running back position. So far on the year, as far as lead rushers go, they do lead that. Travis Kelce, the big tight end for Kansas City, really, really good tight end you need to keep your eye on. He's got 105 receptions, over 1,000 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Mike Evans, 1,006 yards, just hit 1,000 receiving yards, 70 receptions, and 13 touchdowns. So Mike Evans, really, compared to Kelce with Kansas City, if anything, has an advantage in he has 2 extra touchdowns, right? That's really where he has that. There are some key guys out for these teams as far as injuries or whatever. Deion Yelder, the tight end for Kansas City, haven't really heard of him, but he's on this. He's injured reserve. That was just a couple days ago. Daniel Kilgore, the center, is out. Le'Veon Bell, Sammy Watkins, 2 key guys. Now, Le'Veon Bell, he's a key running back. He's great. We saw what he did with Pittsburgh. I think he was with the Jets, and then the Jets are like, we're going to tank, so we got to get rid of our good talent to make room for next year. And, he's a great back. He hasn't fully been the go-to guy, though. But he's questionable. Sammy Watkins, Demarcus Robinson. Robinson is out. That being released today. And yesterday, Sammy Watkins is questionable for this game. And questionable being it's possible, but it's also, in doubt a little bit. You look at the Bucs, they're mainly hurt. Kansas City's hurt on offense. All of those guys I just named. The Bucs on defense mostly. Jordan Whitehead, Antoine Winfield, the rookie out of Minnesota. Antonio Brown is questionable. JPP, Jason Pierre-Paul, the linebacker, is questionable. Levante David is questionable. Those 2 guys I think we need in this matchup. We really do. And for them not to be confirmed to play or whatever, now they're all questionable, meaning that they could play, but at the same time, there's a chance that they don't. Those are key guys, Pierre-Paul and Levante David. Now, we got Devin White. I like Devin White, but JPP, man, you need him. And Levante David, he's got great experience. And, that is very important in football, in sports in general. So, but that's who we got out for both of these teams. Okay, and again, the quarterback matchup. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes II. Old GOAT versus new and up-and-coming GOAT, right? You got one guy that came back on like 3 straight playoff games, right? Come from behind wins game after game in last year's playoffs, Mahomes. Tom Brady's got 6 Super Bowls. That's like the most of any quarterback in NFL history. All with Belichick. He gets his 7th. It's with Tampa Bay, It's with Bruce Arians. So that's what we got. It's going to be interesting to see. Let's see. So it's this Sunday at 6:30. Bucks, less than half. I mean, it's almost a 50-50 game here. They mostly love the Chiefs. And again, I know I'm a Bucks fan. I don't blame you. I like the Chiefs too. I have a lot of confidence in Tom Brady, though. And I feel like it's one of those, they're not sleeping on Tom Brady, but they're praising Mahomes a little bit. They're giving him a little bit more credit. And you got to look at, well, it's not just the quarterbacks, right? I guarantee you this, folks. If you swap the quarterbacks, if Mahomes is with the Bucks and everything they got, and you put Brady with Kelsey and Watkins on the Chiefs or whatever, the Chiefs are still I think it's the talent around Mahomes is why they're probably picking them to be the favorite. Probably because of the record. I don't know, right? I don't blame you. Heck, I'd favor the Chiefs over the Bucks. Not by much, obviously. I mean, come on, you can't don't sleep on Tom Brady all that much. Don't do that. He's got 6 rings. You know? He came back in one of those games on the Falcons, remember? He beat the Rams a couple years ago by 10, but still found a way to get it done. But yes, it's Brady versus Patrick Mahomes, and they got a bunch of nobody, what's their names, for backup quarterbacks in case they get hurt. So obviously you hope these guys don't get hurt, and you can't afford to lose your quarterbacks. Really, you can't afford to lose anybody on the team, either of these. So, but anyway, let's see. And recap real quick what the Bucks had to do to get here. Well, wild card team did not win the division, but had enough wins to clinch a wild card spot. Beat Washington 31-23. Beat the Saints after losing both times to them in the regular season. That's the reason they didn't win the division. They won that 30-20. They beat the Packers handily 31-26. 31-26, and they beat Aaron Rodgers. I know I picked the Bucks and Chiefs in the Super Bowl preseason. A lot of people were high on the Bucks and said Tom Brady, the talent's been there in Tampa Bay. They just need the leadership, and I said that's exactly it. Leadership at O-line, leadership at quarterback, offensive line help, and they got that. Guys stepped up on the O-line this year. I love the Wirfs pick. I think Tristan Wirfs is a really, really talented offensive lineman, a rookie out of Iowa State. Iowa, not Iowa State. So, I mean, look, the talent's been there. Plus, you bring in Gronkowski. You got him to leave WWE. I think that's proof that he wanted to get out of there because of Belichick, I think. He wanted to get out of New England because of Bill Belichick. And then when he sees Tom Brady goes to Tampa Bay, he's like, hold on, my buddy Tom's not in New England? I'm going where he's going. Hey, Tom, I'm headed down south with you. Seriously. Whew, this is going to be a fun game. I'm telling you that. So, let's quit the jibba jabba and let's get down to business here. 73 degrees, some rain expected on Sunday night for the game. Game's at 6:30. Let's see. Stadium capacity 65,618, but they got 33,000. Okay, so obviously social distancing, COVID and everything, all that, we get that. Okay, so it's Brady and Mahomes. Let's get down to business. How did these teams win this game? Let's look at that real quick. Let's start with the Kansas City Chiefs. How do you win? Well, who are you going up against? Kansas City? Who you got? You're facing Tom Brady. You got to pressure Tom Brady. You got to get after him and pressure him, right? That's what the Falcons did a few years ago, right? You can't, if you have a big lead, I guess it kind of goes for both of these teams because look at what Kansas City did. But these quarterbacks have had comebacks. Pat Mahomes has only been in the league 2 or 3 years? And he's had some great comebacks already. He's already overcome adversity. Tom Brady's been doing that for years. These teams know how to, come back on a team in a big game. Defense has got to play for 4 quarters on both sides. I don't care. But, again, starting with the Chiefs, you got to pressure Tom Brady in his decision making. You just have to. Guys on the defensive side of the ball for Kansas City have got to play. You know, you got Frank Clark, Alex Okafor. There's so many guys I can name here for Kansas City. I think it starts with the edge rushers and Tano Hassanon. I don't even know who that is. But he's listed as a starter. I've heard of Alex Okafor. He's good. Chris Jones, Derek Nottie, Frank Clark. These guys are up front. Their job is to break through the offensive line, which for Tampa's O-line should be no problem. Now, it's improved this year. We got to give the Bucs O-line some credit. It was abysmal last year with Winston. Thank God they turned it around this year. They got to break through the O-line. The O-line's protecting Tom Brady, right? You got to pressure Tom Brady, break through the O-line, go at him. You got to be fast about it too, because Tom Brady's also fast. Not like running fast, but I mean, he can get the ball out fast enough. He's very aware in the pocket. He can sense pressure. You got to put the pressure on him coming from behind, coming towards him. Do whatever you got to do. I think the Chiefs are actually capable of doing that. I also think Tom Brady is able to handle the pressure. So it kind of goes 50-50 both ways, doesn't it? Chris Jones, Frank Clark, Damian Wilson, a linebacker. Those guys come up front and, they got to put pressure on Tom Brady. Let me know if I listed any players that I probably missed that aren't playing. But as far as I see, those are the guys listed, and those are the guys that look like they are going to play. But anyway, you got to pressure Tom Brady, question his decision-making, make him throw the football, and obviously you got to cover Godwin and Evans, and especially even Gronkowski. Cover any receiver the Bucs have, because not only are you going to apply pressure to Tom Brady, if you apply the pressure, right, he's going to sense the pressure in the pocket. He's going to step back a little bit, three step, 4 step, however many steps he's going to drop back and probably launch it deep downfield to Godwin, Gronk, Evans. Might not be all the way deep downfield, but you might see some slant routes. He'll find some openings to get his receivers. That's why the secondary needs to step up too. Secondary's got to step up. Tyrann, how do you say it? Tyrann Mathieu, I think. Charvarius Ward. Those guys in the backfield, they're really talented. Seen them play this year a little bit. Those are the secondary guys. They got to cover Mike Evans and Godwin, Cameron Brate, Gronk, whoever. Cover the receivers of the Buccaneers. Right? So, how did the Chiefs win? I had 3 listed. Pressure Brady and his decision-making. Make him throw the ball. Make him, have some bad choices in this game. Mahomes needs the receivers to step up, and Watkins, Travis Kelce, feed your running backs the ball. I think the strongest part of the Bucs is the defensive front with Sue, and rumors are Vita Vea comes back a little bit. That's what we've been hearing. Mecole Hardman is a really good receiver who was at Georgia. I remember you. Yeah, 80-yard pass in the championship game. Lit up Alabama. I remember you. You're good. You got to cover that guy too. Tyreek Hill. Sammy Watkins is questionable. Could play. Probably best if he does. He's one of the key guys too. Sammy Watkins. You got Travis Kelce. You need these guys to step up. Edwards-Helaire, the running back from LSU, first-year rookie. How cool is this? He's listed as the starter, And I've seen him this year. He's really good at spinning and juking out players, juking out defenders, faking them out. Go one way, they go the other. Um, Feed him the ball. You got great O-line that could block up front. Block for him. Block for him. Feed him the football. So the Chiefs win. Pressure Brady. Make him throw the football. Question his decision making. You need Watkins, Kelsey to step up against the Buccaneers. We covered all that. And cover the receivers. Evans, Godwin, Gronkowski. Dear Lord, I cannot express this enough. You got to cover those guys in the secondary. I think they're capable of doing that. But I also think that those receivers are able to step up and get open and help Tom Brady make plays downfield. All right, so we looked at how the Chiefs win. How do the Bucs win? I got 4 things for them. Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh, Ndamukong, whatever. Shaq Barrett, JPP. 4 key guys on the defensive front got to create pressure and pass rush to pressure Mahomes. That's what San Francisco did in last year's Super Bowl. Nick Bosa owns Patrick Mahomes. He lit him up. He played the whole game, I think. Eventually, Mahomes started to figure it out. Led a great comeback in the Super Bowl. But, I mean, Nick Bosa was all over him. You got to be like Nick Bosa and get after Mahomes. They got great O-line. They got great weapons. Secondary covers the weapons downfield. Guys up front, pressure Mahomes. Those 2 key factors on defense. I'm not going to sit here and say they won't score any points, but it definitely makes things difficult for the Kansas City offense and what Andy Reid and everybody wants to do with Pat Mahomes. So Vita Vea, Sue, Shaq, JPP, gotta, Jason Pierre-Paul, gotta create pass rush and pressure Patrick Mahomes. You gotta play for 4 quarters, man. A 4-quarter game. Don't have a big lead and give it up like, Kansas City's opponents from last year. Don't be up by 10 or 20 or whatever and give up. If you're up, keep scoring. Keep scoring. Work the lead, right? I think it's going to be a close game. We'll get to that in a second. But, keep scoring, man. Keep going. Play for 4 quarters. Tom Brady, where are you again? You got to play like Tom Brady, bro. You got to go out there, be the leader that you are, throwing balls downfield, picking apart the defense, reading the defense, and hope that your receivers, like Godwin, Evans, Brady, whoever, can step up, get open, and catch the football. Make big plays downfield, hurt the secondary, handle the pass rush, and you'll be good to go. If you're up in the game, keep Mahomes off the field, run the clock out, feed Ronald Jones the football. That's it. That's really it. This is going to be a great game, people. I'm telling you that right now. I'm looking forward to it. I pretty much went over everything. Again, Chiefs, here's how they win. Mahomes got to be himself. Defense got to pressure Tom Brady and his decision-making. If you get guys like Watkins, Kelsey, whoever to step up against the Buccaneers secondary, hurt the secondary, you'll be good. And then, of course, on the defensive side of the ball, cover the weapons. Godwin, Evans, Gronkowski, whoever's playing for the Buccaneers, you got to cover the receivers. They've been great all year long. They're not great. They're great at running the ball, but they're especially, Tom Brady throws it. He throws it, and he finds his receivers 9 times out of 10. You got to cover those guys. And again, pass rush, pressure Mahomes, play for 4 quarters. Tom Brady, be yourself. Do what you've done all year, your entire career, and have your guys step up. And then, give Ronald Jones the football. He's fast. He's electric. If you're up in the game, kill the clock, whatever. And you should be good. With that being said, that's really all I got. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be close. I don't know if I want to put this as a last-second win or a late stop or whatever, but it's going to be kind of a one-possession game, a little less, whatever. But I'm going to go the champion of Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay, Florida. History being made. Will we either have a back-to-back champion or a home team win the Super Bowl at home for the first time in history? I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31, Kansas City Chiefs 27. Woo! This is going to be a great game. I'm fired up. Sorry. I'm ready for it. It's going to be a heck of a game. And let me know down below. I think I'm going to try to premiere this video for you guys. Let me know what your score predictions are, what you think is going to happen, who's going to win, who's going to be the difference maker in this game, what can we expect. Let me know. I want to hear it. But I got the Buccaneers 31 and the Chiefs 27. And Tom Brady wins his 7th Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers are back on top, Super Bowl champs for the first time since 2003. Let's go! 18 years. I'm calling it, man. It's going to be a great game. Good luck to Kansas City. No disrespect to Mahomes. I would love to pull for them, but the fact that they're playing my Buccaneers says I just can't. But I love Mahomes. I think he's a really young, talented quarterback. And I want to see him have a lot of great success. He might be the next Tom Brady. I don't know. But we'll see. So, yeah, Bucks 31, Chiefs 27. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Hit the bell so you know when I go live, premiere videos, upload videos, or anything. You don't want to miss out. Yeah, comment your score predictions. I really would appreciate it. Love all you guys. Don't forget this Friday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 4th and Goal, though, with Ballard and Uncle Lou on my channel. A new show with my good buddy Uncle Lou, Georgia, and college football YouTuber. Really, really good dude. I appreciate you, sir, for letting me do a show with you. And I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, please like, comment, and subscribe for more sports content to Ballard Sports Media. And until next time, Ballard Sports Media, checking out. Have an awesome day. God bless. Love you guys. Go Bucks! Let's go win the Super Bowl. Fire those cannons. We'll see you later. And roll time.